Hello, folks. Welcome to the Saturday stream where we are back on the Citadel. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is a 4-year-old Minecraft survival server where I build geeky stuff in Minecraft with my friends. I see we've got a couple noob folks in chat, so welcome on in. Joyful One is here. We've also got Northern Philly back again. Wilderness Boy 15 is here. Cosmic, of course, hanging in the background, doing the mod thing. I think I saw Too Tall as well. Hope you're all having a good weekend so far. I'm backing up here on purpose because I did a little bit of work in between streams. I couldn't sleep the other day, and I wanted to mess around with one of these houses, and I like it / don't like it. It's that one right there. This troublesome spruce roof thing that I had going on, and I like it as an individual building, but I feel like there's too many of these cone-shaped things happening nearby. I feel like it kind of competes. It draws your attention away from that, which I don't want. So I think the solution might be to keep the tower, but make it a square tower. Make it like, sort of like that in the background, but maybe not quite so big. And this also, I think, needs to be reduced. I think this needs to be smaller. But I'm not sure. The other thing that I was messing around with just at the end of the last stream was this wall here. And I put like a bit of a crown on it to help it a little bit. It messes up the transition here. But I think I like it better than what we had before. Plus I was able to add in some arrow slits, which is cool. And I also smoothed this out. So if you look at this from the top now, it has a pretty smooth curve to it, which I like. It's just this area right here is feeling a little bit strange. It unfortunately works out very, very well right here. But I feel like we're probably going to have to bump this all over so that it hooks up differently. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Essentially, I need to change this here to a non-slab block and then alternate all the way back up. And then we'll figure out what's happening next. Because I don't think I want to move that tower. Pretty sure I don't. So I think that's what we're going to look at first because it's probably the simplest thing to do. What does no back seating mean, Wilderness Boy? That is where people in the chat constantly bark orders at the streamer. Could be build this or add that or do this now. And it gets really annoying. So a lot of streamers will say, hey, no backseating. Sometimes also streamers are playing a game for the first time and they don't want to be told how to play it. They want to discover it for themselves. That's usually part of the fun. That's the general feel. With Minecraft, it tends to be people that have what they think is a good idea and want me to do something, you know, like add a lava something or make it spruce instead of whatever. I've got a rhyme and reason for everything that I'm doing. And usually when people are patient in chat, they'll end up hearing why I've made a certain decision one way or another. So we're going to need lots of stone. I need some stone stairs. Oh, make some stone stairs. Take more of that. And we'll take bricks and andesite. I think that's all we really need. Oh, no problem. Thanks for the honest question. It's better to ask and know than end up doing it not knowing. Right, so this is the issue that I have here. I think I like this part. I feel like this is okay now. I've pulled this. This is now wider. It's 3 blocks, but I've stuck this roof out a little bit, so I feel like it still feels like you've got a cool overhang. Here are these arrow slits that I was talking about, which I think are really fun. So it creates this interesting little like defensive area here. And then you go up the stairs up here, but this is what I don't like. I want this to be over here. And I don't like I don't think I want to change this. I feel like it ending there. The only thing I think could be cooler is because the arrow slits are not central. Maybe I should only have 2 there, because then I could have them be. If I only have 2, then they could be symmetrical. If I turn that one around, it'll be 1, 2.5 blocks, and this is 1, 2.5. Yeah, I think maybe 3 is too much, and 2 would be the better way to go. All right, let's fix that first. That's easy. And if you've not seen me do these, it's really simple. It's just stair blocks. So we'll remove this one. And it is 1, 2. I just need to face the stair blocks the other way. Let's see if 2 looks better than 3. Yeah, I think that keeps it nice and even. And so that means that I don't want to move that section, right? Like that right there should stay where it is. I don't want to make this any shorter. And outside of putting some sort of tower here, which I don't want to do, I feel like we have to start changing the tops of these. The tricky part is with the stairs, there's only so many different ways you can do it. But here's where it has to change. This, I think, has to be a stair. I think we'll change this to a stair. That's going to shift a bunch of stuff here. Right. And then it doesn't work out. Unless we go even farther with it. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work, I think. Yeah, okay. The wall had to get pushed out just a little bit. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Why didn't I make the wall out of stone brick? Because I didn't think it looked very good. Too repetitive. And we can use the stone brick to do things like accents and corners. It looks pretty plain because it's not done. That's one of the reasons why it looks so plain. Also, this is a big project and I didn't want to just have like too much work on my hands, you know? Okay, so that goes there. Then I've got I could make this 4. No. I need to go forward by 1. So it looks okay as far as the curve goes. I guess I could just change this. This doesn't have to be this particular way. Probably the easiest thing to do is to then do stair here. Might actually work out better. First heard of me from the Spawn Chunk, so very cool. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the podcast. Yeah, so the top of that looks the way that I want. Of course, we have to fix the bottom now. Devil Darling, hello. Alright, so I need some scaffolding. That goes there, and more of this here. This is where the wall gets really tall. We're probably going to have to put something underneath it. And more over this side. So I'm not worried about the textures and the details on the outside of this wall just yet, because I want to make sure that everything works on the inside, and then we can texture the outside. Because if we have to bump it, I don't want to have to bump it after I've already done all the texture on it. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Now, we have to mess around with the inside. Probably have to move this staircase because it's a little bit too snug. And we need at least that there. I would say that feels about right. So, if that's the case, I think this would be more interesting if it wasn't just a straight stair. So I think what we'll do is change this. And we'll have it fold open and go in a different direction. I guess for now we'll use bricks, but I will eventually want to change that, I think. Whoops. Right, so we could either do it that way, or we could have it be something that wraps around and comes back this way. That's more than likely what we'll do, but we'll leave it like this for now. How's coming back to the vanilla feeling after modded yesterday? Attainable, achievable, understandable. I definitely don't feel like I have a handle on all the modded stuff. I think there's a comfort with vanilla Minecraft where you basically know how everything works. And even then, I don't know how everything works. Like, there's lots of stuff I haven't tried yet. or researched yet. You know, things like, you know, the new shulker farms or azalea doing like rooted dirt, which is something we need to actually start doing around here. I was over this way. I don't know if it rains as much in modded, but it certainly rains a lot in vanilla, and you notice it. You notice it big time. Whoops. Space here. And I think I lost a torch in here that I need to put back. So I like the idea of having storage under stairs sometimes. So we'll leave that as like an idea that we'll refine later. Really starting to like rooted dirt as a texture. Wasn't sure to begin with, but it's really quite nice. Yeah, I'd like to do something cool with it in like a desert. I find it looks really good in a desert. Rito Strike, hello. Switching between vanilla, a forever world, and Vault Hunters. And I do love modded, but coming back to vanilla is like coming back home. Yeah. I get some vanilla vibes from my modded playthrough, but it's not that it's vanilla gameplay. It's more like it's the early game Minecraft, because we haven't had early game Minecraft on the Citadel in 4 years, right? Oh, hi there. Oh, actually, I have bones out here. Alright, so that takes care of the wall issue, which means that I think I'm good to start getting on the inside of this build and texturing a little bit more, double checking stuff, doing rafters. I think I'm going to move this staircase, and I need to figure out what's going on with this section as well, because this isn't done. We've done the broad strokes, but we really haven't done all of the other things. And I like what I've got going on in here with the tower. But when we were doing all of this surrounding stuff, we did not have access to things like tuff and deep slate. So I don't know if I'm going to add any deep slate, but I'm certainly going to look at some tuff. Bring that out. Gravel I don't think we need. I'll bring that. Again, I'm not sure about this stuff, so we'll leave that here for now. Fish One, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a nice day. Let's move this, and we'll start putting this stuff down here. Doomwalker 42, probably not adding flags because I don't like flags in Minecraft. I'm actually looking for a mod or a data pack that will allow me to do flags, because I don't like the big blocky flags, and banners just are limiting in Minecraft. All I want is a banner that's sideways, really, right? I'm kind of surprised Minecraft hasn't added it, considering how much of this stuff is medieval, right? So I guess we can kind of like put in the broad strokes on a couple of these side buildings. And then we can go in with some textures and sort of figure it out. I think I'm going to switch to spruce inside as well, seeing as I have to remove things. Because this would look really good, I think, with some spruce rafters. And this is just not going to work. We can fix that. So originally I liked the idea that I picked up with one of these images of the cobblestone going up quite high on the build. I'm not entirely sure that I'm still on board with that. I think it was the one on the bottom left. Yeah, the bottom left has got kind of like a darker bottom to it. But I do really like the top left as well. We can see what we can come up with. And I have my tough box I need to put down as well. So I guess we can just go through this kind of systematically. First things first, I want, I think spruce stairs in here, and I think we're going to go with some form of stone floor. Probably stone bricks, actually. So we'll grab some cracked. I have all the things I would want. And I guess it's really just going to be a staircase. Like, it's not going to be anything too crazy here. Feels really claustrophobic. It's like really close to the front door. I wonder if I can add something on the front here. Although I really like the top of that building. I don't want to mess around with that too much. We could try something out here maybe. Just so that like if we remove these, then that's just not like the moment that you walk in. Have like a little bit of space here. That's not terrible. We could do maybe some stairs or something. And do I want to make it all stone brick? Probably. Oop, I have an image covering my chat room. Dum Dum Mister, welcome in. Are people splitting hairs about whether this is medieval? It's a medieval fantasy world. But Twitch titles are only so long. Eh. Feel like that's a slab. I can't do anything there. I don't mind that. It just feels really squat. Like I'd like it to be something that's taller. But then it feels very flat. I just wish there was a way to push this back. I mean, I guess we could put the staircase. If we did this, we could also mess around with the stairs a bit. Maybe we'll start from the top. Not your world, but Minecraft in general. Well, Minecraft is whatever you want it to be. The sandbox game. I need spruce. Spruce stairs, spruce slabs, trapdoors. Had more variety in vanilla. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that with the modded playthrough. I definitely feel like, and even then I find that the modded playthrough, you're at the mercy of what someone else has added, and if you don't like what they've added, then like you're kind of stuck. So if we drop this down here first, and then go to platform, and then start adding stairs. Then I can remove this. And that becomes less claustrophobic. It's a fun little turn. And I think we're good. And this is going to be pretty easy. This will be probably spruce. Some strip spruce logs. A little bit too much. That looks pretty good. Can't jump. It feels a little on the nose. Maybe we'll just leave that there. Now here, we can totally just put that there. And I'll probably end up putting a door in that space. That can't be there. I'm going to want to put something like this here. Um, hmm. Maybe we'll just leave it open. Yeah, you know, I kind of like it. Kind of like it open. And if that's the case, maybe we'll remove these. Yeah. Actually looks better. And then we can just put something underneath here, like barrels or something. Right now we are building a parade square, which you can sort of make out from the map. A very early kind of like draft of it. And then we're building the interiors on these houses. And so right now we're just kind of like starting on the inside, making sure that everything's lining up. That is something we can see from the outside, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, then that means that that can just be probably planks, right? And if that's hidden, then we can do that. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So that works out very well. We will probably want to add some stuff in here. I'll wait to do the inside decoration until after. I think I have to approach the bottom of this a little bit differently. I think we may have to focus this stuff back to the other two blocks for now. I think I need to go take a look at some of the other houses that I've built on the other side of the city, or town. I don't keep on calling it a city. It's not really a city. It's certainly not big enough to be a city. So a lot of these are just like single slabs over doors. Anything? Some of them got some walls. I do like this little thing. That's kind of cool from time to time. So the eaves come down lower over here. I know you made a couple of your own texture changes, Diamond, for instance. Would you ever consider doing more texture changes or additions? Yeah, I'd like to do some texture changes to the netherite pick. I feel like it could be kind of fun. I think it would be kind of fun to make armor look cool, because I find armor in Minecraft kind of plain. It would be kind of cool to do something else with them. Like make netherite boots have like little... See how they have like little flares on the sprite? I think it would be kind of cool to have like little flares in the front of it, but like it involves making a new model, and really you don't see it, right? Like unless you're in third person, which I never am, you're not really going to see it. Oh wow, I really didn't even go too crazy here. Okay, I think maybe I'm overthinking the door. So really, I think all we need is just a nice stone above it, and we'll probably be okay. I guess the difference is that we do have frames on the other ones. I may not be able to keep these corners. Have to see. At any rate, I think we can probably try to go back to this. I don't mind that shape. It's the offshoot here I find kind of strange. Let's try this. Even worse. Maybe we can do that other bit with stone. I have put these here. Just don't like it with this overhang. So we'll leave it like that for now. Okay. So I feel like that's sorted in here. This is kind of ugly. And we don't need it there. I feel like that should probably be wood. And then we could put something on there like a barrel or whatever. So then you come across here, and this I think is okay. We're going to need another couple of doors. What would be something you would stream? Oh, would that be something you would stream, the process of doing texture? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I would do that. So I want the door to open on this side. So we'll put the door over here. And then this way, same thing. Now, this, I kind of want to have a better straight shot from going from here to there. So I think I need to put this staircase over on this side. Same thing with here. When I come in the door, I feel like I should be able to go straight up the stairs rather than turn in the corner. So not only are we going to remove this dark oak and replace it with spruce, but we're also going to change the layout here. So this, we'll have to see. I have to start it here. This may not work. That gets us to there. And then we have to turn a corner. All right, so that's still a problem. More flowers, more variations. I really like, what's that mod that we were just messing with the other day? Chipped, I think. The one where you make workbenches and then you add certain things to the workbench and it gives you like different variations. And they're purely decorative. It's like you put in a mushroom and you can turn that one mushroom into 6 different textures of mushroom. And that's it. That's all it does. But I think that's great. Now, if you combine that with, you need to combine dyes or 2 different kinds of mushroom, or if you need like a mushroom and a flower, and then you get a new kind of mushroom, I think that's kind of cool. And I think it would be kind of neat to have like, in the same way that you have to grow crops in Minecraft, it would be neat if you could like cross-pollinate different flowers to get different kinds of flowers. In the same way, yeah, it's the botanist table. In the same way that cobblestone is something that does not really generate naturally in the world. Mossy cobble does, but cobblestone is something that you pretty much know that a player has placed. It would be really cool. Same with stone bricks, with the exception of villages and stuff like that. But you don't see it like in a mountain. And it would be really cool to see all these different flowers that are out in the world. But then there would be some flowers that only a player could breed and make. And you know that if you like that, you won't see them in the world, and that would make them pretty unique feeling. It would feel, I think, add a lot of ownership to the flowers, you know. I might have to move this door. So I have to pretend that that door isn't there, because I don't think that works. I think what we have to do is repeat that staircase, but have it be on this side. So we have to go here, there, and there. No, that doesn't work at all. That doesn't work at all. Can I even get up here in one go? I don't know if I can. Because I feel like this door kind of has to stay there. Yeah. Don't want to cut that off. So this wall is where it has to go. We still have a straight shot, so that's fine. And I could move that door. Because it would be nice if this was actually coming up here. Feels a little claustrophobic on the head. So maybe we have to switch those. There was mossy stone in the modded series. And it produced moss. Like, it actually grew moss. So you could harvest the moss from it. And you had like a renewable bit of moss. So that was really cool. Maybe I'm sending these in the wrong direction, but do I want to stair there? I think this is probably better off as like a full-on platform. See, like I like that feeling better when you walk through. Like you don't have to worry about. But I think we'll probably put some trapdoors here for like a railing. Tell you one thing I miss about modded is that magnetic enchant that I have on my pants. that collects stuff for me. Now, are these are visible from the outside, I think. Yeah, they are. So whatever we choose to be on the top there, it's going to be visible from the outside. That row there. So it's a little bit funky looking inside. But this was just more of a way to make a build that looks good from the outside. There was not a lot of function meant to be inside this. The Druid Jen, hello. Good to see you. And I don't think the magnetic enchant is too overpowered, because like you'd have to probably choose between that and something else, and you'd have to actually, you know, save up the levels and enchant it. I don't think it's necessarily game breaking. I think it's better than having an item in your hand, which is one more inventory space we don't have. Okay, so that's feeling good. I guess the question I have about this is like, if I was going to put in windows, we'd have to have a second floor. And that means that there would more than likely have to be stairs, I guess, here? Unless it's a ladder. But I don't know if this is where I'd want the floor. This feels weird, this like down up thing. How did we do it over on the barracks? I feel like the barracks have got a tower or something. Whoa, frame stutter. Yikes. What is going on? Weird. Right, so we kind of come up into the middle of it rather than on the edge. Gregabytes, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Glad you're having a good time. Let's just go up this way. Now that we've got more paths up here permanently, it's good. Right, so that one I ended up coming up in the middle of it. So we could push this back. to here and go up just the one, and then immediately change directions. See, it feels like it's blocking the windows, which I don't like. Just feels silly to have windows in the roof, which I do want, and then no floor to enjoy them. I don't want to put in a spiral staircase, I don't think. No. Too much in the middle. Too much in the middle. Yeah, ladders are a real option. The thing is, I always think about ladders as more of a like poor person's way to get to the next floor, right? And this is kind of like a fancy building, right? If you look at this thing from the outside, it's a pretty fancy building. It's got like a courtyard, right? It's got stairs down here. I mean, ladders would make the most sense. You put a ladder right there and you're done, right? But sometimes I like the challenge of trying to find a way to get a staircase in there. I mean, what would make the most sense and what most of the time happens is that we could put the staircase directly on top of the other staircase, right? Like you see that a lot in houses where the staircase would just end up being like, I guess we'd probably have to go there. See, that's very, very tight. It would get us in the right position though. Whoops, that's the wrong kind of stair. That's fine. So then this would be floor level. I probably should look outside to see what level the windows are going to be at if I decided to put windows. I don't hate that. I'm not in love with it. It might be one of those situations where a ladder is the best course. Yeah, that feels kind of strange. I mean, we would put like a support or something here. If we did this, then we would have... Well, no, can't do that either, can we? We'd have to do something like that. Which is interesting. Anyway, as Cosmic is letting everyone know, I need to take a break. So if you are new to the channel, as I think some of you may be, I take a break once an hour. I give my eyeballs a rest or heat my coffee. You should too. Get yourself a snack. It's Saturday. And we'll be back with more medieval building and interior, I guess, design sorting in just a few minutes. think I want them on the second level. Like right in the middle. Ugh. So they were, I think they were here. Maybe over one. Got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 here. So those are still pretty high. Whoa. They could be a little bit lower. Like 1 block lower, maybe? So then we would cut in here, there, but then replace that and that. These are the broad strokes before you start putting in all kinds of detail. Yeah, I think that's about right. And I got them over the right spots. So now I want to look at this other build that I did, which is down the road here. So we've got a slab on top, and we've got a stair and a solid on the other side. And then they go down into, I'm missing a trapdoor. You saw nothing. And then there's 2 trapdoors inside. And they're both on the same plane. And then that doubles up on top of it. And I think that would work. And they also have like a little peak on them. So we might be able to swing that too. No. Is Megan's tower still up, or did that get moved? No, it is still up, but I will be moving it. I spoke with her the other day, and she's still too busy, and I told her I would help her rebuild it somewhere else, but I think I would like to kind of expand kind of like the controlled view of this place to be kind of like a larger area. So that's been in that state for about a year. So she was fine with me taking it down. But I think kind of one of the happy accidents actually that we could probably do, which would serve 2 purposes. We could come in here and, you know, remove the build, get rid of her like temporary, you know, build hut. But I thought instead of taking it all the way down to nothing, I could leave it and turn it into like ruins. Like make it look like it fell down hundreds of years ago. So as not to completely remove her fingerprint on the area. Just to you know, kind of leave some of this kind of jumbled around, and then we could put something underneath it, and that's where I could put all this stuff. Like all the blocks and the honey blocks and whatever she's got in her storage and everything else. This tree looks like it's upside down. So we could take all of this and like put it in like a little temporary storage under everything. 'Cause she's got a lot of stuff that you just don't want it to go away, right? So I think that's what we can do. Do you have a button? There's a button. Kind of like to remove it but keep it at the same time. We've got something like that on Infinity Cove where it's part of the charter on that server, which is my patron server for those that are wondering. If you support on Patreon at the $10 level, then you get access to that server. But we've got something in the charter. It's like if you're 6 months or more, or I think it's 6 months or more, and you're not playing on the server, then you're basically saying like my stuff is forfeit. Like you can come in and access stuff. I think because people are nice, they still reach out and like double check with people. But if if you're on there for a month or 2 and then you end up not playing forever, then I think that people can then either request to move your stuff or just move it for you. Especially if you've built in a place that's kind of like not an eyesore, but like you've built in a place that people would like to build, and you've just left something like half finished or whatever. I need more dark oak roofy bits. Let's make more stairs. Slabs, stairs. I need trapdoors. I think I'm going to need fences. I'm going to try to grab some bone. It'd be nice to kind of highlight some bone up there if I can. And ladders was the other thing that I wanted. Yeah, it's dark woods, right? Like it's not an easy spot to set up and build. Ladders. So we'll use this for now. It'd be the easiest way to get up and down. One trick that I like to tell people is like when you're building things and you're trying to get these staircases and these routes through your building correct, take them. Like don't just take the shortest route, like come up and take the different areas. So this would be the right floor height for these windows, right? Like if this was the base window. And we had, I think we're going to stick them out just this far. And then this was a slab. There was a trapdoor here. And inside, I didn't bring the other kind of trapdoors. Whoops. And I think that these were... Oh. I might have to build this out farther. Hold on. Yes. Does not stick out far enough. Could you not just stick a tower on top of it and have a tower that watches the rest? No, I don't want anything there. I find it distracts from what I've got going on in the town. A lot of what I'm doing here in the medieval town is about eye lines and skylines and stuff, and controlling the path of the eye. So it doesn't work in that way. I think that we had that was there. Nope. And then we had this kind up here. And then outside. This is the one time where I'm tempted to get ender pearls. So then here we would change this. Ooh, maybe this is an opportunity to do some stone or something here. I'll do one of them with just the wood. And then we'll see. Nope. That feels very plain. So I'm thinking here we might want to try to sneak in a bone block. I don't know. We'll see. Cosmic Dancer gifting 2 tier 1 subs to the community. Thanks so much. That went to Aldebar. Hey Aldebar, how's it going? And Mastas Buff. I hope I pronounced that right. It sounds like it should be a French joke, but I'm not fluent enough to get it. I know buff is beef, right? Dang Rice, good to see you. Welcome in. So that's a little bit plain on the bottom. I don't like the deep dark oak there, so we're gonna have to do something else. Probably with trapdoors. And more than likely spruce trapdoors. And I also think we're going to break that up with some stripped dark oak. And this is where it comes in handy to be able to do scaffolding out horizontally, because then you can back up and look at your thing without flying all over heck and high water. Yeah. That's annoying, the fact that you can't go any farther, but at least we can get up here and kind of look at what's going on. Thanks again for the support, Cosmic. Really appreciate it. If you're new with the gift sub, folks, I know Aldebar, you're not, but if you're new, don't forget to connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts. Join the Discord. That goes for Prime Gaming sub, Tier 1 sub, or supporting on Patreon directly, which is actually the most affordable of all of those. Right, so I think I want bone block there, except I think I want it out here. We'll do maybe this. I mean, we can mess around inside later. Can I get out here? Oh, I can. And then I sort of feel we have to go with something like that. Very similar. We're trying to tie them together. Could almost do an upside down stair there. Almost. All right, so that's one done. I think I have enough material to do the other one. Never thought what that might look like from down here. Did you see the new pictures Amazon released of Lord of the Rings prequel show? I saw the one where it's a bunch of like people in their costumes, just like their torso, holding swords, like different swords of different designs. Or is there more? Because I like the swords. The swords were cool. Oh, that's the one? Cool. Yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was neat. I thought it was neat. So I'm going to try something different here. The advantage of doing two of these at once is that I can kind of experiment with which one might look better. I wish we could do bone block with the same texture all over it. That would be cool too. That goes on that block. And then I guess in here we'll still go with this, even though you can't see it from outside. I think that's everything. I think maybe we'll try that out front. Oh. I wonder. That might look okay. I don't know. It might look a little bit strange. All right. Moment of truth. To the burp tree. That's too distracting. I feel like the white is too much. I feel like the bone block is too much. It would be good if we had the oak trapdoor maybe over the bone block. Or I could put a ladder over the bone block maybe. Oh, you know what the problem is that I think the bone block should maybe be where the dark oak pillars are. Kind of like those. It's either no bone block or bone block on the sides. Easy enough to fix. I don't like this. I am going to try a stair here though. And then let's use this one. Cosmic Dancer has set up a monthly tip, a monthly donation in the face. Thank you so much, Cosmic. Really appreciate that. For folks that really want to support a streamer, if you do things like Streamlabs donations, now with Streamlabs, you can set it up automatically so that you don't have to remember to do it. Like Twitch, you have to remember to do it. But if you got access to like a Discord, then you don't want to lose access and you don't want to forget about your Twitch sub. And so I don't have a way to hook up Discord access with Streamlabs, unfortunately. At least not yet. Not that I know of. Does anybody know, actually, if you've got ideas on how to connect an automatic invite from a renewable subscription? Because that's what that was. It's an auto-renewable subscription. And then in Twitch, it just notifies you and says, hey, your subscription has renewed. You can now notify the streamer. So it's not like, you know, Cosmic had to sign up again. It just kind of does it and says, we've auto-billed because it's the 5th of the month. So now you get to use your announcement in the stream chat again. I think they're really cool. And PayPal only takes, I think it's like 2.3% or something like that. And Streamlabs doesn't take any cuts from the, of course I only have 3, from the donations, which is nice. Let's try that there. That there. We'll go dark oak in here. That seems to be a little bit better. Make screw gun. Set it and forget it. Exactly. I mean, that's why I like Patreon, right? Yeah, I don't like the continuation, so I think we're going to ditch the bone block idea. That's pretty good. It just needs something under the sill. I don't know what that is. I think maybe they're too long. I think what I should do is remove this and put them here. Need more of them. Surprising no one. Okay. How did I not break my ankles there? That was some pro Elytra work. You always need more trapdoors. The spruce trapdoors are so handy. Cosmic asked earlier if there was something that I would like to retexture in Minecraft. I don't know whether it was... Oh, I can't do that here. That's unfortunate. Can you see that from inside? You probably can't. So we can do this. I was going to say something. Yes, trapdoors. It would be trapdoor options. It would be something like removing the Hershey chocolate bar from the the texture smorgasbord and replacing it with something more useful. Something that would go with planks better, probably. And what are the other trapdoors that could be better? Jungle could be better. Birch trapdoors are actually kind of useful in some ways. A chocolate? Oh, you don't think that this looks like a Hershey bar? I think it looks exactly like a caramel or a Hershey bar. And I'm sorry if you didn't know that, and now you can't unsee it. Welcome to the rest of our problems. For some reason, dark oak reminds me of ships. Yeah, I can sort of see that. Like the dark brown and gold. Kind of like Assassin's Creed Black Flag ships. That kind of stuff. What did I put here? Dark oak. Whoops. Come on. Okay, I just give up. That's that part. So I guess we have to decide if we like this version or that version. I've got a funny feeling I'm not going to like the one on the left. Oh, that could be a North American thing, Rebel A. Or a Rito Strike, sorry. Yeah, Rito Strike. That could be a North American thing. Jungle are great, though. For some reason, Dark Oak reminds me of ships. I don't like the jungle one. It's too busy. Jungle would be cool if it looked more like, you've strapped it together with bamboo or something. So certainly leaning on the one on the right. I like being able to see the dark oak, or sorry, the spruce up there. I don't actually know if the dark oak is something I'm going to keep there. I need to look at some more of these things. What did I use over here? There I just used wood. I've got a couple of these things around. Not very many though. They are a little close together, but I don't want to. I don't think they would look good if they were not over the windows. That's definitely the better of the two. I wonder if it's too much trapdoor along the bottom. I guess that's where we could do more of the dark oak trapdoor. The other thing I wanted to try was a andesite slab. See how that might look. I need that. Dark oak trapdoors. Yeah, the one on the right so far, I think, is the best. Sort of testing things out on the one on the right, and then seeing what the one on the left how it compares. So here we want to remove this, put this back in. I'm thinking maybe here, I could try this, or try it here. And see if that works. I know I can see that. I'm just not too worried about every last little thing. And on this one, I want to try what we've got on the roof up there. No idea if that's going to look good. Just an idea that I had. Might as well try it. So I think I like the dark oak on the sides. I don't think I like the spruce in the middle. We'll have to come up with something else. Maybe that's where we put the stripped dark oak. That's probably a good place for it. I don't think I like the little stone thing. Problem with these is perhaps they need more of an overhang. That could also be the issue. Although these don't really. All right, so let's try back to that. Go with slabs here. Let's try stairs there. And then come in here and we can add in these things here. Darn it, I need more of those. Yeah, the andesite slab draws the eye away a little bit. I agree. I agree. It's okay on the top. Oh, that was my face. It's okay on the top here, but I think it does break up the dark oak a little bit too much. But I wanted to do that. Feels a little bit strange. Yeah, that doesn't work at all, does it? What about this? Not bad. Just now wondering if this has to be put back. The Vixen subscribed to Tier 1 32 months in a row. Holy smokes, coming up on 3 years, Vixen. Thanks ever so much. Really appreciate that. Thanks for putting up with me for 3 years. Can I do this, or is it going to start to fall? It's going to start to fall. That might be okay. I need a closer burp tree. Need a closer burp tree. See, it's still a little bit too much in terms of the textures and stuff. Too many things happening at once. I wish we could do stairs out of the dark oak. That would be nice. I like the shape of the one on the left now. It's just a matter of deciding what textures we want. Can't see everything from here. There we go. I am really not sure. What do we do over there? So again, I like the shape. We're just coming up short on the design textures. Wondering if I could make these, they need to be taller. No, it should be okay. I mean, they could be taller. So let's try switching this around. The Vixen with 5 tier 1 subs. The 5 sub gift bomb to Zizo, JPIC, Ray J101, Peachy Payton, It's Holly, and Melt Me. Thanks so much, Vixen. That's amazing. If you just received a gift sub first, thank the Vixen, and then connect your Discord and your sub on Twitch, and then you can join the Discord. Sometimes it takes about 30 to 45 minutes for Twitch to kind of catch up, but you will eventually be able to join the Joel Duggan Discord in your Discord connections options. All right, so we're getting there. There are things that I like. Things that I like. So now they're identical. I feel like this tangent texture thing is going to be a problem. Let's do one with and without, just so we can understand what the difference is. That was the fall mix screw gun. I really need to do some landscaping out here. That'll be a fun, like, super chill stream. That's a tough one. I think I like the one on the right better. So what I generally don't like is having textures that touch on the corners. Like, see right there? I prefer to have broad strokes. This is still too busy. I think the issue is probably 2 trapdoors inside. We're probably just going to have to go with 1. And it'll probably be the spruce one. Well, no, we got these half windows here. If we did that up there, we could either use this one or could put a slab there. It might look a little bit thick. We'll try that. So that goes there. Let's remove that. We'll put in slab here. Whoops. Yes, thank you, Cosmic. I always forget to mention the rules. I don't like the big black hole up there either. Maybe we just need to do both of the same trapdoors, right? That could be the issue. I don't mind the second slab. I think that looks okay. Did I change my POV back? Yes. So let's just try moving that. Get rid of this. It'll be a little bit different when there's a light up there. That'll help too. think I'll try this one with the spruce trapdoors, because I'm not a big fan of that line, the heavy outline on the oak trapdoors. Also getting too dark to see. Why not a glass pane with concrete behind it? Because it'll connect to the concrete. And if I don't like the black hole, why would I like a black block? Let's try 2 of these guys. And I guess once there's a light in here, it's really not going to matter. So let's try hanging a lantern quickly. If I was a lantern, I would more than likely hang on a block. Probably about there. So for now, we'll just put a couple of torches down. And the next time it gets dark, we'll have some light up here. Druid Jen, you don't think like a lantern when you play Minecraft? Missed opportunity. Honeycomb block behind glass. That's a good idea. If it was a glass block, if you had enough depth, that would work. Yeah, as much as I don't like the black hole, I think I prefer just one trapdoor. So we'll remove this. Oh, come on. See what it looks like at nighttime. That goes there. And as far as the rafters go, I guess I should use dark oak, maybe? Yeah. Fairly easy. Although, if we used a different color, we could use a different trapdoor. That doesn't look too bad. And then we just need to add in, even though I'm sure there's probably enough light up here, if anything changes, I'd rather not risk it. And I'm just going to go get a lantern just so that I know what it looks like. Sometimes you can see the lights from the ground and it looks a little bit funny. Hey, no problem, Mixergun. Good to see you. We had many falls in your absence. I think my lanterns are in my iron box. Yes, they are. Oh. I do wish that doors, when they were open, didn't block your path. Like the game would just kind of like let you phase through them. That would be nice. think one lantern up here should light the whole thing. I am correct. I feel like that might be a little bit low. And then as far as the ceiling goes, I guess what we would do is probably replace this with logs. But maybe we'll offset it a bit. Maybe we just don't. Actually, doesn't look all that good. Those can't be seen. So technically, it could be whatever we want. And we are going to have to cut these on the other side too. Normally I would pepper in some trapdoors or something, but that tends to look really weird from the underside. So we'll leave those like that. Another break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Thank you. Appreciate the reminder. I do tend to try and finish these creative thoughts before I step away for too long. I'm also waiting for it to get dark. Okay, let's remove the scaffolding just so that we have a clear, unobstructed view. Something I want to finish up too is this road. There's one mapped out that goes to the west that I haven't even put in yet. And I think one of the views I want to control is going to be when you see this. And I don't know. I feel like this curve is like too close to this. I feel like I might want to put this cross section. I feel like it might want to go back here somewhere. I feel like I'd rather be about here when you first see that. So I think it's that the oak trapdoors are so light that they really stand out. They're okay here with the bone block because they're darker than the bone block, but up here they're the lightest thing, and I feel like that's where the other trapdoors, right? That's where the other trapdoors I think work better. Although it sort of looks like teeth with both of them. It totally looks like teeth. What do these look like on the edge? Are they dark or are they light? Pretty dark. We could put them on the bottom. Like right there. That might work. So the only thing about these, I think, is that straight on, it's really hard to see them. But once you're at an angle, they do provide a little bit more interest. I am concerned that there's still a large section of the top of the roof that feels very empty. And I feel like we could either put some sky windows in there, or I could grab one of these and make it taller. I'm also trying not to sleep here so we can see what it looks like at night. Yeah, like all this needs to be properly landscaped and finished and whatnot. See, like you can see this right here, and I feel like if we had a couple buildings here outside, like an inn or another little house or something like that, it would block a little bit of it. And then when you came around the corner, you'd be able to come over here and then imagine something here in the way, not all the way, but like just something around here. And then it wouldn't be till you turn the corner here that you would see this thing framed, right? There's what it looks like with lights on in the top level. And I still think it's that the oak trapdoors are too light. I like that. It does give a little bit of contrast. Lights up the top here a little bit. Okay, so the only thing I'm going to do is when I come back from my break, I'm going to make one taller, and I'll see what I like. Oh, those are some skeletons ready to attack. All right, I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes for more Minecraft. All right. Now, chat is saying that there was a creeper explosion when I was away. Looks like it was... nowhere important. Or lightning struck something? Maybe. Oh, did maybe lightning strike a skeleton and create like the horseman maybe? Because there was a couple of skeletons bopping around. But there's no giant holes anywhere. No bits of blocks. Whatever. All right. Everything's fine. So the one thing I wanted to try was increasing the height of this one. Oops, that's not the right block. So what if this one was actually a block taller? Just to see what this might look like. Just because it would also attach to a different part of the roof, which I think would look better. And then we'll remove these, change that, put that there, and then this up here. Cosmic Dancer, holy nuggets. Gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Maxi SCP, OT Groge, Iris Wheat, Wonder One, and Cosmic Space Cats. Thanks so much, Cosmic. If you received a gift sub from Cosmic, make sure to say thank you. But of course, connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts and join us in the Discord. And for folks wondering, you can also join via Patreon or with a Prime Gaming sub. Anonymous Gifter gave Druid Jan a tier sub. Good stuff. I don't think I like the big one. I think the big one is a little bit too blocky. What do we think, chat? I definitely don't like the stair at the back. What do we think? Big or small? I think small. This one feels unsupported. I mean, we could also take it up a notch. There's one thing I could do here that would fix a little bit of an issue, and that is we could remove this part and just take that up higher. This bigger one helps with the space above it. Yeah. Now, I could do some other stuff with the space above it. I feel like we could do something up there. Yeah, I don't like the big one. Oops. Oh. Definitely stuck. Like up here, we could come in with a little bit of dark oak, maybe. This could look awful, I don't know. Probably has to be bark on. But that's part of the final texture that I just haven't gotten to yet, right? Oh, that's spruce. I think it's dark oak that looks good next to it, right? No, it's not. So that's one idea, to try and change up the space above it a little bit. But yeah, I think I've spent enough time on these little dormers. I think I want to finish them. Okay, so then on this side we can do the exact same thing, which was trapdoors here and there. And right, can't fit out there. It's 3 trapdoors, and then it's just right into the stairs. And then there's a block, right? No. Nope. Grab those. Those one there and there. Nice. Nice light on that second floor now. It is nice once you've decided on a design and then you're just gonna like repeating it in a couple more places. It feels like you make a lot of progress like super fast after doing like so many mini decisions all of a sudden in over the course of a couple hours, and then once you've got it down, you're like, yeah, done. Rocking it. Let's try a little spruce here. And we'll try here as well. This is where I really wish we had like bark blocks in stair blocks. You know, that's the kind of thing that I think I would like more of in modded. Sometimes it's like, here's all these brand new crazy textures, but other times it's just like, I just want more of the stuff that I don't have in vanilla, you know? Oops. Yeah, I find I don't necessarily need like new textures all the time, but I certainly like the idea of like stairs and slabs and variants and whatever. But I think everyone's like that. Buddy boy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We're doing the top floor of a build. Making a lot of decisions. Now inside, there's more work to be done, so that can't be there. That does look a little bit funny. And so does that. Probably won't keep that either. That does feel really low. So inside feels pretty good. This is vanilla. There are a couple of data packs, and we use a map mod just to be able to see and build big projects like this a lot easier. But that's it. The gameplay itself is vanilla. I wish I had a third texture that we could use up there. Oh, I'm missing the the shutter trapdoors from the top. Now up here is kind of empty. I wonder what this would look like if I just move this. Like that better. Maybe we'll just have the middle one be higher. Yeah, that feels better. Still plenty of light. That's good. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Certainly helps break up that big dark oak roof. Yeah, I think it's just enough up there. We'll have to do more on that too. And then down here. Whoops. Lined up a little bit there. There's not much I can do. So that's where it's hard because you don't have the room to do any kind of pattern. You're just kind of stuck with a single line of texture. Probably still looks okay inside. Oh yeah, looks fine. I've definitely noticed less mobs, but I've noticed a lot more rain. I think is the big lighting change with 118. I noticed that it gets darker a lot, but then you don't have to worry about it as much because, of course, not many mobs are spawning when it's raining anymore. I think the clouds still keep mobs from dying if it happens to be raining when you wake up, but okay, so now I want to look at the bottom of this. I don't want to put windows here because there's a staircase, so there's no windows going into the bottom floor of this thing. I don't think I need windows over here. We could possibly put windows here if we wanted to, but it might not look the best. Oh, you can't see them. So we'll see. We'll see if they look good. Provides a little bit of light in here anyway. But as far as the bottom texture, I thought I would try something. I'm going to start with the tower and then see what I can do over here. I'm wondering if the tower would look good if we took tough cobble. And I don't know what else. Probably andesite. Now that it's dark, I want to back up and take a look at this again. Or getting dark, I should say. I like the light that we have happening there, so I'm probably going to try to put a lantern in the courtyard. Or under the arch, maybe. Notice that we need some light here too. Whatever this is going to be has to have a light on it. Yeah, there's just enough light there to draw your attention up to look up. And you can't really see the lantern hanging from the ceiling, which is good. That's what I want. Hey, the mighty Elkhorn is here. Welcome in, Elkhorn. Build is coming together. We've fixed up the roof a little bit. I'm going to try to bring some of that spruce bark texture down, but now trying to figure out like how I want to tie the bottom of this and the bottom of this together. And I think one of the things I want to try is something like this with more tuff. Whoops. It's hard at the scale. I quite like that. Don't know if this will be too much tuff on the bottom. Maybe I need to switch these two. No. Yep, I think that's fine. Black Beanie, hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I love how tough can age a build just a little bit. Yeah, I've been really enjoying using tough. So obviously this is looking a little bit shiny on the edges, so we can come in here with some cracked bricks and rough that up a bit. Looks a bit like wet cobblestone. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Let's go with this one up here. Yeah. So the only thing I don't like about this is I find it gets a little bit busy as it continues across. So one of the things we might do is change this so that this is more unique. And just have this happening in these builds here. And sometimes it's just about trial and error. What looks right, what doesn't. There we go. Same idea, we can come in here with some crack stuff and rough this up a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. So again, we're using sort of like a bunch of different things as reference. And I did like that kind of like cobblestone base layer to that one in the bottom left. I liked the roughness to it. We don't have enough room to do, I think, a hard line around the whole thing. I mean, we could try it on maybe the other side. I just feel like when you have a hard line like that in Minecraft, it doesn't really work the best. So we could leave this top part smooth stone or natural stone and just kind of like add in a little bit of andesite and see how that holds up. Yeah, not a big fan of the line. If you're doing a line like that, you kind of want to have something else, like, you know, going across it to indicate there's a different thing. I need to do more ladder stuff too. I don't use ladders to break up textures as often as I should. How do you get so much cracked brick? We have a super smelter in the Nether that uses blaze rods, and we have a blaze farm. So every once in a while, I just log in and AFK at the blaze farm, fill up a shulker box, and then dump it into the into the furnace. I also just have like a lot of coal. Like I'll be working on this and I'll throw in a couple stacks of cracked bricks into a furnace, and it doesn't take very long. But yeah, having a 4-year-old server and having a big mine, big beacon mine that I put together definitely helps. I think we're going to continue what I started and remove all the smooth stone. And make the top part here look kind of interesting. At least it's not going to be all the same color. Like this looks okay. Now here we could go and grab a andesite stair from here and a door. Oops. It's a little bit funky. Maybe we don't want that there. I think that's okay. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes, that's right. I haven't mentioned that on, I believe it's Sunday the 13th. I say this, and yesterday I realized that my niece's birthday is really close to that date. So depending on what's happening, there might be a family dinner that day. So I may not be able to do the tour on the 13th. But for now, certainly if we can't do it on the 13th, I'll do it on the 12th. But right now, Sunday the 13th is going to be the server tour that we unlocked with the December sub goal. And the sub goal right now is 200 subs, and that will be a creative stream where I'll take questions and talk about building with the Twitch chat, which should be fun. No, I feel like maybe that needs to be there. Or reverse. It's really hard to do this and not have it look like a checkerboard. The third texture usually helps, but not always. I think that's fine. And so in here, I guess we'll just go with some andesite. think that's everything, yeah. That's the bottom textured, and then up here, any spot where there's something that looks a little bit off, we can just kind of make it look a little bit nicer. Especially where they're not seen from below. So that just looks a little bit more intentional up here. Oh, it's this one that I can change. Yeah. All right, maybe that stays like that. Draconics, thanks. And then we'll just add in a little bit of cracked here. And stair there. Oop, don't have one. A door. All the things that I just dumped out of my inventory the last time I was over here. Looks good. Oh, crap. I put the door on without putting something down. I do that all the time. So in here, I do have lanterns. I feel like just one lantern is going to be enough. Oh, the cobble's in the wall. Crap. Don't like using stuff that's in the wall. Maybe we can get away with the andesite? That could work. I guess we could try a little bit of smooth stone. It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, just enough to keep it interesting. And then obviously we'll have to dress this with like barrels or something. So I guess the other thing we have to do is well, this doesn't really have more than one side, right? Because the inside, I guess we can do this a little differently. feel like here we can get away with maybe andesite. I did not bring an andesite stair. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the tough and the gradient. Appreciate that. It's tough at this scale. That's for sure. Good. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like that works better. What do we like? Do we like the frame here? Or do we like the two struts? I think I like the struts better. Realizing that I asked and then did not give chat a chance to reply. I'm aware I do that. I'm aware I do that. Maybe... Okay, that's that done. So then we've got this space. Oh, need more insight. When life gets tough, throw some cobble on it. Well played. Well played. Oh, not that one. This one. I mean, I just presume you're asking yourself. That's how you stream. At least it's how I've been able to stream. Is you think out loud, right? Because otherwise, you're just sitting here in silence, and people are wondering what the crap you're doing. I'm hoping by going through this that people can like kind of pick up on what my creative process is. So this would be, I don't know. What do we do? Did that down there. Whoops. This doesn't have to have a door on it because it's not enough room. Plus, I don't think we can put doors on stairs. That just needs to go. I think this might actually look better with just a solid block. Yeah. Not a fan of these stairs. And I think we'll switch that cobblestone for andesite. Really appreciate your thoughts on large builds on the podcast. I just getting started on my first multiplayer server and was feeling a bit lost. Gandering, that's great. I'm glad that it helped. Both Joey and I had a lot to say. There was a little bit more in the render distance, but yeah, I'm glad that you liked it. And I hope other people get a lot out of it as well. The other thing too is, feeling a little bit lost on a multiplayer server. I was talking with Hannah, who's a member of this server, and she's in the same boat. Like, she wants to do something cool and big, but she's relatively new. She doesn't have all the blocks that I have. And so she's feeling frustrated. And I said, well, that's the game. Like, you think of a cool build, especially if it's a big one, and then you plan the infrastructure that you need to then execute that build. So like, if you are going to build a giant sandstone pyramid, well, you should probably build a sandstone mine first, and make that a project and decorate that and see what you can do about, all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's a good way to approach it, because there's no rush. Like, if you're in a multiplayer server and you want to just play, then like, you can totally just, set up those things, take the time to play them. This has got a problem. Those don't go there. I've got stairs there. Okay, I've got to fix this. Maybe I was trying to figure out which side I liked best. 2 stairs under the windows. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, you kind of want to get something, you come up with your idea and then build the supporting idea, Wonder if we can put a stair backwards here. Yeah, that's better. I think I'm going to change these as well. You gotta remember too that, I've also had server members like Cosmic and Alistair like drop off stuff to me. Been like, hey, I've been mining this stuff. Here. I was looking for something to do, so I decided to mine and help you out. So like that helps with stuff as well. Yeah, that's another thing that you can do in a server, is just get together with some friends and just like mine on, get on audio call and just like mine for a couple of hours, and then just agree ahead of time, like, aside from ores that you find that you're going to split. Oh, that's crap. Which one do we like better? But yeah, like, aside from the ores that you're going to split, like, keep your ores, keep your diamonds, but then share all the stone and the andesite and the diorite and all that kind of stuff. Great point. I'm used to building farms for practically everything in single player before I even think about bigger builds. Yeah, no, exactly. The difference is that you plan the bigger build and then you build those farms to support it. And the cool thing about that is that if you know where you're going to build your big build, put your farms like underneath it, or certainly within the same loaded chunks, because that way, while you're taking all this time to build this massive project, you've got all of your farms like underneath you, which from experience, I do not have here. Like, there's no redstone farms there, none. So I have to go, I'm relying on server members to load chunks with farms in them. Time for another break if you're wanting one. Yeah, you know what? I think I'd like to keep going. What do we like better? The look of the two prongs underneath the windows? Or do we like 3? Maybe we do 3 on the sides and 2 on the front and the back. I mean, either way, we're doing trapdoors on the corners. I think I like the 2. I don't think the 2 works on both of these sides. Well, yeah, I guess it does. I think on the other one I had a slab in there somewhere. Not a slab. Trapdoor. Oh, it's wider, that's why. I'm gonna try one thing just to see. Nope, too flimsy. Okay, so that's that done. This needs a little andesite. It's all hidden by the wall. Cool, that's the tower textured then too. See you later. Have a good day. Thanks for being here. Yeah, really not sure what to do about this. That could end up being mostly stone brick. I don't know about that. I don't like that it's plain stone. I'm trying not to use too much of that in the buildings. Maybe it has to be cobble. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like the look of this. It's weird how I like it on the tower, but then I'm not crazy about it on the bottom of this. I'm wondering if maybe the andesite is too much. Andesite works on the tower, but maybe we need to just do all cobble down here. Yeah, you know, I think that helps. That's cool, because then the andesite is just like over a certain height. That'll be helpful. If you're new to the channel, as some of you I believe are, I take a break about once an hour. When I go this long, I usually throw in a third break. I run some ads, and I give my eyeballs a rest, maybe reheat my coffee. And we'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes to try to finish up this build. Or at least this part of it. Okay. See what else we can get finished up here. So I think I like the change of removing the andesite and replacing it with cobble. Or maybe even tough. The only thing about with all this cobble is that it makes the let's make the build feel a little older than I'd like. Actually, here we can probably do stairs. Do you have an age in mind for how old you think things should be? Not particularly. I have like age by comparison. Like I know what part of the city I want to be the oldest. And that's like the part we haven't even started yet. And that's outside the walls. But no, the idea would be probably like this would have been probably built first. Sorry, first area here, second area over here, followed very shortly by this, and then the keep, and then everything. I guess this would probably also be the same. That's why I'm a little bit concerned that this is looking too old. I might want to make it look a little bit nicer. I'm feeling like this is getting lost a little bit. I'm wondering if I brought in smooth stone up here. Yeah, that helps a little bit. IDK, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I think that tracks with the rest of the build as well. Okay. So the next thing is going to be the inside here, but also we've got to texture this. Now some of this is very visible, but I think we can just go with a combination of like cracked bricks, etc., and it should be okay. The only thing that messed up was that. That's fine, because I can replace that with andesite stair, and I think it should be fine. Oops, not that way. I might even do a couple of those. Not too much. Cool. Cool, Craft Dragon. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Yep, I think that works. What is that? That is just a block. Don't think that needs to be there. So then we cut off into the smooth part here, and that's fine. It doesn't really bother me. The whole wall is pretty much smooth. And I'm not going to bother to texture all this until I'm 100% sure that this is where it's going to stay. So now we are into the inside wall here, as well as, of course, the staircase. So we're going to remove this. I think I'm going to make this oak. Sorry, spruce. I just have so many more texture options with this because, of course, I can use one block I didn't bring. We want that one. And I guess we can probably just put, not sure what we're going to do here. Probably trapdoor. Oh, not that one. Now this is the only part that I find I don't really like. I feel like this is problematic. So one thing we can try is that. It's a little tight, but it would mean that we could go straight across here. Oh, no, we can't. Because that this works so perfectly up here. We can't do that there. Right, I remember now. I don't think that this is... That's not terrible. Not terrible. I think I like it better than that weird Y that we had there before. Does look a little bit funny. place is like a maze. Yeah. No, I do get turned around sometimes. Joel, speak for what the rest of us would say is fine. Well, maybe. I don't want to speak for the rest of you. Now, somewhere I'm going to need to be able to hang a lantern, which I can do there, I think. Whoop. That's a half block, so maybe a stair here. Feels a little bit more solid. That just feels a little bit strange. So maybe we don't need this to be so special. Then we're back to doing the stairs. Here we could almost just do trapdoors. Keep it nice and light. So lots of headroom. We're not bashing our face off at anything. This feels a little bit strange. So does this. That just feels a little bit more solid. And then we're up to the top. Now here is where we can absolutely do a couple of trapdoors, because we're definitely going to have a trapdoor here. They're all going to have to be trapdoors. Cool. $11, thanks very much for coming in, and I appreciate the shout out for the spawn chunks. I'm glad you're listening to the podcast. The working staircase trick, I can tell you right now, 3x3, it gets really hard if you don't have a 3x3. And it's either stair and then solid block and then stair and then solid block. So it's slow and it's dizzying, but you'll end up with a much nicer looking staircase. And plus, if you needed to or wanted to, you could have a pillar go up the middle, but I find they get really claustrophobic. The other one that I did that I quite liked, which was really tight, is over here in the other tower. And that one, I think it's a 5x5. Oh no, the trick here was that it's a 2 wide staircase, but you do like 1.5, right? So it's up to platform, but you've got this ledge here, and it allows you to go up much tighter. And then here, same idea, you know, like we get a pillar, and then it's just stair up, flat platform, stair up, platform, right? This keep is only like half finished. So I like the way that that looks. I don't like how plain this is, though, obviously. Don't know what to do about that. We could double up on the stone brick. Not awful. We'll leave it for now. But we run into this tangent area there that I'm not a big fan of. Still better than before. I find I do this a lot where I'll come up with an idea. It's not my favorite. It's probably not what I'm going to go with, but it certainly looks better than it did before. And so then you end up going with it. At least for now. Don't think that's going to work on that section though. I feel like there's some scaffolding blocks in the ceiling of this thing. Oh yeah, wow. I guess there are. Like from below is like, is that dirt up there? Yes, it is. So we're going to need another lantern in here. And I think I'm going to put the supports in this area. Put a barrel there and attach a lantern to it. Probably not that. Maybe a slab. Or maybe trapdoors. I think trapdoors. Surprising no one in chat. Cool, that's good, that's good. It does have a funny pattern in here. I wonder if there's anything we can do in the corners. Not really, I guess, huh? Might be able to do just a little bit like this. Just so it's not so square. That's good. Barrels, buttons, and something else I needed too. Lanterns. Hey, Lyriothan. Thanks very much. Glad you like it. Don't need to bring the nuggets with me. Herding Cats, good to see you. Welcome in. And Andra, hello. It's a cool name. Over here. See, this is what I mean. It's a good staircase, but to go up more than a couple floors, it makes me pretty dizzy. All right, let's go. Tight space. Now, it's probably light enough up here that nothing will spawn, but I like to cross my T's and dot my I's. We'll do that. I hope that's not too low. At nighttime, we'll back up and take a look. Oh, I guess that's technically supposed to be stone bricks. Three. I think I kind of liked it better without the bits in between. No. Maybe we do it this way. Yeah. Sure. Don't have any slabs. Imagine if this was still a village, how many fishermen there would be. They would all be fishermen. They would all be fishermen, yeah. Imagine how loud it would be with all the honking and all the door opening and slamming. LCP, yep. This is the Citadel server. It's a 4-year-old server. And if you hang out for a second, I bet you Cosmic will drop a link to Alistair's website where he's got a little bit more about the server. 4-year-old vanilla with a couple of data packs and a couple of quality of life mods, like just a map just so we can see big builds and make my life a little bit easier as a content creator. But there's the link. So you can check that out at your leisure. We can see the lantern, which is not the end of the world. Oh, I haven't even decided if I like the bone. I think I do like the bone blocks over the spruce. I left those spruce in because I hadn't decided yet. So it's just the 2 blocks down here. All right, don't sleep, Joel. Remember not to sleep. We want to see what this stuff looks like. That feels very, very bland. Thing is, we're planning to build a fish farm and just them all getting emeralds, and they need nerfed fish farms on bedrock. Oh yeah, when they change things after a big build, that's hard. Yeah, I don't want villagers here though. think I like the bone block better. We're going to take a flight here. A little bit farther away. Be tricky. We have to make sure we're on a tree out here because it's dark and full of terrors. Look at the mobs. It's a little bit bright. It's the only thing. What do we think? Bone block or spruce for the top of that tower? It's really hard to decide. Xanthane X likes the bone blocks. I think the only thing I don't like about the bone blocks is with the light inside there, how bright it is. I mean, we could change the lantern out for candles or something so it's not as bright. That's one possibility. It does tie it together from bone blocks to bone blocks. And of course, we're trying to kind of like mash this build and like what we've got going on here with all the stone. So we're trying to combine them. Yeah, it's a little bit bright at night. What could we do? What could we do up there? I guess we could put something in the corners. Ugh. Whoop. Yeah, like we could put something, I guess, like in a corner here, like a single candle. The problem is, of course, that then you can't walk by because the table or whatever it would be on would be in the way. I mean, we could put them in the center, right? Put a candle on something like that. Well, rather than humming and hawing about it, let's just do it. Candle stuff is over here. We'll bring all the candles, and I need, of course, to dump my inventory somewhere. Nope. Candles. I haven't really used the colored candles yet. I haven't had a reason to. We're going to do that, I think, in the other side of town. Candles. I'll need that. And don't need those. Yes, that's right. Thanks again, Cosmic. The next Sunday, so not tomorrow, but the week after, the 13th is tentatively the plan where Alistair and myself are going to tour all of my builds here on the server. We'll see other people's as well, just because we'll have to walk by them and stuff. But there will be, I think, I'm going to go 2. Be a good deal of fun, I think, to check that out. That is part of the reward. We did hit 200 subs in December, and that was the reward that we had put forward. I need more rockets. Do I have an ender chest out here? I don't. But yeah, that's the plan, is to do a tour with Alistair and I. We're going to take the time to sort out some audio so that his audio is going to be not ducked with the game. And might as well get some more food. That was the wrong box. I'd be looking for stairs and trapdoors later going like, where did I put those? So it's not as bad with not as much light up there. That's a little bit more even with what's going on. I think if we reduce the light like we've done, then... Oh, hi, creeper. Yeah, as long as this doesn't look terrible with the tables. It's a little weird. Gotta say, it's a little weird. The only other thing I could think of would be to like somehow make it look like a candle is hanging, but you can't do that. I wish we could control lanterns the same way we can control candles. Right? Like I wish that you could put a lantern down and like put candles into it or something. All right. Well, because we like the new lighting, we'll switch it out for now. I'll put the bone blocks up there. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes. We're going to have to wrap up here soon. I got to go eat dinner. I'm getting hungry. But you'll be happy to know that we'll be passing you on to somebody else. There was a couple of people playing Cosmic. Who would you suggest that we raid? It looks like we do 3 in each corner. I'm gonna have to remember that tower design though. I do like the spruce. I like the little zigzag pattern of trapdoors at the bottom. Cub fan or Ren? Let's go Cub fan. We'll rate Cub. So I'm sure most of you are probably familiar with Cub fan. If you're familiar with me, you're more than likely familiar with Cub fan. So we'll when I finish this up, we'll rate Cub fan. So don't go anywhere. You'll have more Minecraft coming your way. Yep. I think we're good there. So that takes care of the insides of both buildings, with the exception of this. But the floor plan is done. It's just a matter of changing textures and stuff. So the hard part is figuring out what to do with that main entrance there. We could make the whole thing stone bricks. Like it might be just the easiest thing here. Even though I do really like that top line, it's probably going to be something where this is the easiest thing to do. I guess it sort of mimics that, doesn't it? And then, of course, we can add some cracked and stuff to just kind of spice it up a little bit. This is where you don't want it to look too old. Like I don't want it to look like it's about to fall over. And if there was more greenery around, we could get away with a little bit more of that happening, but because then you can get into like mossy cobble and you can add a third texture along the bottom. Needs something. Definitely needs something. But that's better than it was before. So we'll just at least continue with the thought so it feels like it's got a continuation. And I guess maybe this one. Yeah, like I said, better than nothing. Better than nothing. Do we have... Well, we'll use these. So we could probably end up with some glass in there at some point. That could look cool. Don't like those. Had to do with the corner texture there of the roof. But yeah, not bad. I think the other thing that's distracting me, which is the last thing I want to do, is remove the diorite from the floor plan and replace it with something a little bit less obvious. Maybe we'll just use smooth stone for now. Because I'm starting to find this very distracting. And when you're trying to balance out the white in the buildings, it's distracting having white on the ground. Don't know if this is going to show up on the map as a different color. It might. Yeah, it looks like it does. Still going to leave all my construction lines in, but I'm just going to change the color of them. And this will help, I think, a lot of this feel more complete and more like it's part of the complex. For those wondering, the reason why we use diorite is because it's very easy to see from the map. Like before I finish this up, you can see this very bright color. So when you're drawing something or trying to get something to look just right, it's actually very handy. So I obviously haven't decided on a pattern yet, but I do like this diamond in the middle, I have to say. I like how it points to both the keep and then the arch here. And then it points in both directions. Kind of nice. And then when you come into it, it naturally creates this like path towards that. And there's a path that goes towards this entrance as well. So I'm not sure how we're going to exactly make this look cool and not like a carpet, a carpet pattern, but we'll get there. I don't mind that this is all brick. It needs something else on top of it, but I'm not sure what that is. We'll have to figure that out. Maybe it just needs a lantern hanging from the front of it. I don't know. But I'm happier now than I was at the beginning of the stream for sure. If you've enjoyed this, then definitely leave a follow. Don't go anywhere. We're going to raid Cubfan. Cubfan is a member of Hermitcraft. Currently, I think he does a lot of speedruns on weekends while Hermitcraft is on a break. But fun guy, really great community. Speaking of community, thank you to everyone here today for supporting. If you used a tier 1, if you got a gift sub and you're now contributing to the Discord by just being a cool member, then that's great too. If you have subscribed on Patreon, which is another way to support the stream, also the most affordable, so check that out at patreon.com/JoelDuggan. And the other ways that you can support for free is listening to my podcasts. I have the Citadel Cafe, brand new episode out this week with Stephen ESC, and I have an episode of the Spawn Chunks out with Pixelriffs. Of course, we do that every Monday, and that is a Minecraft podcast. Always good to kind of dive in. And this week we had a really good conversation about big builds, and so I had a lot to say about the planning that went into this massive project that has been slowly but surely getting away from me as time marches on. It definitely gets bigger and bigger and bigger, but hopefully you're having fun with it, as I know I am. Before I go, don't forget that you can check out the VODs on YouTube. That's Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. Uncut, unedited. You can just go back to the very beginning of this area when there was nothing but grass, and you can see the entire thing be built up if you're looking for some stuff to do. So that's going to be it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock Atlantic UTC -4. Same as always. We'll see you then. But until then, enjoy Cubfan. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.